So, random Monday morning, right? Nothing important going on today, I guess, in the world of movies, and especially in the world of Marvel news. So, I was just scrolling through Twitter, not really expecting to see much in that realm of pop culture, and then I see something interesting. I see the word Kang is trending. And me being a Marvel fan, the first thing that came to my mind was the MCU villain Kang, but it's Twitter. It could have been anything. But underneath that trending label were the words Ant-Man and Jonathan Majors. So guys, it is official, I think, it's reported by Deadline, that Kang the Conqueror, played by Jonathan Majors, will be appearing in Ant-Man 3. What a crazy world we live in. Okay, first of all, the news. Well, there really isn't that much. Literally, it's just Jonathan Majors will be playing Kang the Conqueror in Ant-Man 3, and Deadline speculates that he will be one of the main villains in that film. However, we were just waiting for that announcement to happen because once that announcement became official, and once it becomes official, there are so many different implications for the rest of the Marvel Cinematic Universe's Phase 4 and Phase 5. So let's talk about some of them right here, right now. First of all, for those of you who aren't familiar with Jonathan Majors, he was recently in the acclaimed series Lovecraft Country, as well as a couple of films that you may know, Captive State and Defy of Bloods. So do I think he's a good choice to play Kang? Well, to be honest, I don't know that much about him, but he seems like a really good actor, so yeah. Any good actor playing a villain as prominent as Kang, I'm down. Totally cool. And if he has a big part in the rest of the MCU moving forward, and I know he will because it's Kang the Conqueror, that's a good thing for Marvel. Their casting has always been on point. It's one of their biggest strengths, so sign me up. But now let's talk about Kang and his role in Ant-Man 3 and what this could mean for Marvel's Phase 4 and Phase 5. First of all, for those of you who don't know, Kang the Conqueror's alter ego is none other than Nathaniel Richards. Now, Richards, you say? Correct me if I'm wrong, but that last name is a little bit familiar to us Marvel fans, isn't it? Well, that's because Nathaniel Richards is a possible descendant of none other than Reed Richards himself. And guys, it's not just that. Kang the Conqueror has extensive history with the Fantastic Four and the mutants. Essentially in the comics, he got his start when he went back to ancient Egypt and basically tried to make Apocalypse, that guy, his heir. But then, wouldn't you know it, he got thwarted by none other than the Fantastic Four, who were basically displaced in time. And then he ended up in the 20th century, and he met Dr. Doom, and basically he teamed up, and ever since then, he's been a huge villain in Marvel Comics. He's been traveling a lot through time, trying to disrupt the Fantastic Four, and just cause a bunch of havoc throughout the cosmos. Now, there are a couple things to note here. First of all, the obvious one, he is part of the Fantastic Four/mutant storylines. This means that Marvel is finally going to start tapping into their Fox characters that they are finally able to use. Because I believe that before Disney acquired Fox, they wouldn't have been able to use Kang the Conqueror since he was so intertwined with the mutants and the Fantastic Four. But now, as early as Ant-Man 3, which, again, we don't know when it's coming out, I would assume late 2022, they're going to be able to use these characters and start building them up. And additionally, Kang is not a one-off villain. If he is the villain of Ant-Man 3, it's going to be more of like a Thanos situation in Guardians of the Galaxy or, Age of Ultron, I guess, when he picks up the gauntlet. He's going to be popping in here or there, I assume, working with Dr. Doom because they have a history together, but he is going to be one of the bigger villains in the MCU. And that leads me to my second point, which is time travel. Because Kang the Conqueror has an extensive history with alternate timelines, time traveling, dimension hopping, all those sorts of things. And guess what? Phase 4 is opening up the multiverse with Doctor Strange 2. There was actually even speculation that Owen Wilson's character in the Loki series would be Kang the Conqueror, but I guess that's debunked now. However, I wouldn't put it past Marvel and Disney to already have signed Jonathan Majors to a multi-picture/show deal, and I would not be surprised at all if he appears in the Loki show in some capacity, maybe even WandaVision. But number 3, guys, I think this all but confirms that the Fantastic Four are appearing in Ant-Man 3. Now again, I have no sources, this is just complete speculation on my part, but I do believe that Kang the Conqueror being in the Ant-Man 3 movie and being one of the primary villains of it, if Deadline is to be believed, that does open the door in a huge way for Reed Richards' Storm, Johnny Storm, and Ben Grimm to appear in Ant-Man 3. Nothing has been confirmed from Marvel yet, but this is exciting news for the future of Marvel if, we ever get movies again from them. Fingers crossed. So, what do you guys think of Kang the Conqueror being in Ant-Man 3, and what do you think of Jonathan Majors playing him? Let me know in the comments down below. While you're at it, make sure to subscribe and give this video a like to support the channel. Thank you guys so much for the support lately. It's meant the world to me. And if you want to check out some more videos, check out the videos on the screen right now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.